Salute wrestling friends, welcome to the Figure 4 TV. Now today we're going to discuss one of the hottest topics running around IWC, and that's this AEW debacle. And now we got all of AEW superstars that swore up and down WWE was the devil and hell. Now everybody want to go to WWE. Everybody want to go to WWE, guys. Frustration amongst AEW talent over their roles within the promotion has led some to view WWE as a promising alternative. Well, look at that. Look at that. AEW was sought out to be the alternative to WWE. Now, they are looking at WWE as a promising alternative, especially given the success of former AEW star in WWE. According to reports from Lucha Libre Online, several AEW wrestlers are dissatisfied with their current standing and are open to exploring new opportunities. Initially, many of them was hesitant about joining WWE, fearing they might not receive enough attention or opportunity to shine. And I don't understand what made them think that. What made them think that? It ain't that they wasn't going to get opportunity. You weren't going to be able to sit there and book yourself to win all of the time. A lot of the people that ran from WWE over to AEW were disgruntled old veterans that did not want to sit down, that did not want to put the younger talent over. And that's the problem with AEW as we speak. So now the attitudes have shifted. The recent success of Penta, who made a strong debut on Raw 2 weeks ago, and then this week against Chad Gable, has reportedly changed perception. Many now believe that experience in AEW can enhance their value during negotiations with WWE, making the transition more appealing. The reports also highlights that shifts in WWE management and overall culture has created a more welcoming environment, further attracting frustrated AEW talent. And that's a fact. A lot of people have problems with Vince because Vince was never a player's coach. Vince was a league's coach. Vince did what's best for business. He ain't do what was best for the individual athlete. So now you got a bunch of AEW stars sitting over there looking at people like Ethan Page, Lexis King, Jade Cargill, Cody Rhodes even. And now they like, wow, that could be me. But all before, y'all tried to paint WWE out as it was like if it was the worst place. And I can't front. Vince McMahon did not help his cause. With the booking in 2019, 2020, 2021, Vince did not help his cause. So I could see, I'm not going to sit here and play ignorant to why people were doing that. But you see why this is why they say you be one way all the time and never switch up, because you never know when the tides is going to turn. Now the tides is turning. Y'all going to be shocked when your boy Kenny Omega, for those of you AEW diehards, it's going to break, the camel going to break his back when Kenny Omega really tell you how he feel. You look at Kenny Omega and his interest, he just look like he going through the motion. He don't want to be there. He know where he need to be. And at the end of the day, WWE not going to be able to take all of these jokers. But the elite, the special ones, like your Britt Bakers, like your Kenny Omegas, yeah, we'll take those. Everybody not going to be able to come, but we'll take those. Same thing we did with Jay Cargill. Addition by subtraction. Now when you see Ethan Page and Lexis King, who struggled to gain traction in AEW, and you see they going over here to WWE and they got so much attention and they getting noticed, and now everybody's seeing that WWE, they've been willing to invest in talent. You know what I mean? They always have invested in talent, and then they know how to mask the underutilized talent. They know how to mask their weaknesses. Now, with that said, let's look at a few superstars that want to come to WWE, need to come to WWE, and we'll take them. Now, I'm not going to go over a list of everybody because we don't want everybody. WWE do not want everybody that want them. But there's some stars that we're going to pay close attention to. And let's start.
Well, first we'll start off with Miro. It said Miro had requested release from AEW back in September. It said that he was sidelined following 2023 World's End pay-per-view. He had been healthy quite some time, and he's wrestled infrequently over the past several years with 4 matches in 2022, 7 in 23, and never wrestled a whole year in 2024. Now, he was with WWE from 2010 to 2024, but they said that his request was denied. And he has signed a 4-year extension with AEW around the spring of 2022. He initially signed 2020 to 2022. So he definitely is held hostage. He wants to leave, Tony won't let him. And it said that if it's not granted, which it's not, he will be there for another year. So that's exhibit A of that issue. Miro has no success since he been AEW besides winning the TNT Championship. That's it. He really been doing anything else besides that. Each year you see less and less of him on television. Now at the point you don't see him at all. So that's sad. Exhibit B, we're talking about Wardlow. And Wardlow, he debuted in AEW in 2019, back in November, episode Dynamite. You know, he had became the bodyguard of MJF. And his first official match was February 19, 2020. Now, he's a 3-time AEW TNT Championship. He last lost the title to Samoa Joe at Revolution in 2022. Now, they said he was on hiatus for a knee injury, but I heard since then he's been healed. Now, it's reported that he wants to request a release from AEW, but he's also has been denied of that release. And it said that he will make his debut, return to wrestling at Pandemonium Pro Wrestling in April 2025, but not in AEW, and that was a few months from now. So that's crazy. He appeared in independent wrestling company, but not AEW. So that showed that he does not want to go back to that company. He's unhappy there, and he wants to leave, but Tony Khan is holding him hostage as well. So it's just an issue with that thing. And Wardlow, we know, is a big man. He has the look. He has the size. Did they work with him, get him to the point where he should be? I don't think so. Tony Khan don't know how to utilize his stars. And if you're not one of his favorites, one of his people, he really's not going to do anything else with you. He pretty much going to take you off TV and just let you rot for the rest of your contract. So that's a sad thing about that situation too. Because Wardlow was really getting some buzz at one point. Exhibit C, we're talking about Rey Fenix. Now, this is the one that's been buzzing around a lot more lately. We know that Rey Fenix, he's been very, very upset with the way he's been treated with AEW. Very upset, period. And it's not good at all. It's not good. And Rey Fenix, we know that he has sent tweets out. You know, he has sent tweets that there were issues and he had medical issues. AEW ignored it. And it's sad because, you know, he's one half of Lucha Brothers alongside his brother, Pentagon Jr. Now we know him as Penta, but it says here that he requested early release. He was denied by AEW president Tony Khan. And Tony Khan has added injury time to the Phoenix contract. So he will not be up until sometime in 2025. And like I said, he's one half of the Lucha Brothers alongside Pentagon. And we know now it's Penta. He's in WWE. So we would like to see both these guys in WWE. But unfortunately, it's just not going to happen. But we'll hear more about Eric Bischoff and Conrad talk about it.
So they tweeted out the morning of the big on-sale rally in Dallas. Oh, man, this is getting ugly. He's deleted the posts or deleted the tweets now. But he's clearly knocking AEW. He's alleging that he's been treated inhumanely, saying that he needed a doctor. I guess that means after he was injured. Not exactly sure of all the details there. But he hasn't been used since July. And as you and I are speaking now, about a week from now, He'll be doing a House of Glory event in Queens, New York. Now that's interesting because that show is head-to-head with the Ring of Honor Final Battle pay-per-view.
Oh my God.
Ballroom.
Well, can this get any more dramatic? This is crazy.
What do you make of this, Eric?
It's crazy. It's, you know, I mean, we're Phoenix. He's in Guantanamo Bay. Guantanamo.
Wait. What did you say there?
Guantanamo Bay. He's in prison. He can't go anywhere. Every time he tries, he's going to get his hand slapped. The fact that he had to take down his tweets tells me everything I need to know. He's got exposure. This is going to be a legal situation if it clearly is already, which means it's only going to get uglier. Depending on how much Phoenix needs or wants to dig in, he may just go, fuck it, I'll just ride it out, take the money, do whatever else he could do under that contract. Or maybe, I don't know him. Some people just have principles and go, fuck it, whatever happens, happens. I kind of relate to that.
And hopefully when Rey Fenix gets out his contract, he can have the same success his brother's having. He's living it up in WWE. He had 2 matches thus far, and he's been looking pretty solid and very good matches. But let's talk about another exhibit soon. But Rey Fenix, this man, I mean, it's just a shame. A great talent is sitting on sidelines just because an evil owner don't want to do nothing with him. Now let's talk about Britt Baker. Now Britt Baker, we know that she's more recent news. Now there's news that's saying that she wants to leave. She wants to go to WWE. I stated that before. There's interest of her going to WWE. There's reports that she's been a problem backstage and she's hard to get along with. But that may not be the case here. It says here that she's not finished with AEW, and the stories are all internet needs to be they're blown out of proportion. They're saying they don't appear that she's having problems with anyone in the company. She's getting along with plenty of people in the company, and the story was just, of course, a made-up story because they said it's nothing like that backstage. And that was reported by Brian Alvarez. Some people may have their feelings about him, or whatever the case may be, but I kind of believe it because Britt Baker, she is one of the first few women that signed to AEW back in 2019. Now, like I said before, I think WWE will be a great move for her, but similar to others, I heard reportedly she requested release from Tony Khan. He denied her just like he did the others, and I know she was out with injury, I stated before, for approximately 9 months. So she may not be out of contract for, I'm assuming, maybe 2026-ish, late 2025, the earliest. So we got to see what's going to happen with Britt Baker next. Like I said, NXT will be a great way for her to start her career. Now let's get on to Ricky Starks. He's the more recent, just as recent as Britt Baker. Now, he has been on TV since March 2024. He has been on TV for quite some time now. Now, unfortunately for him, he requested release, but it's been denied. Tony won't give it to him. They say things where they're on the outs. And that there's been this race between Tony and Ricky. But they say there's a falling out there. They say he's going to stay relevant by working indie dates and going what's good for him. And they say he'll, I guess, make the best of it. But Tony Khan, you low down dude, man. Come on, man. Why are you denying all these people requests? Now, Tony Khan wanted to make it seem like he's different from WWE. He's different from Vince McMahon. Like he's the more fair owner and that people will like. But that's not the case.
Great time to be a wrestling fan. This is going to get very, very interesting, guys. Tony Khan, man, I don't know what to say. But, guys, you let me know. Is there anybody in AEW not being used that you would like to see in WWE? Put it in the chat. Let's start this conversation, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and salute. And a big shout out to my guy Toxic Ring Scandal, Red Carpet Ring, for the research at the end of the video. Thank you, my guy.
This is a wreck. He's moving like an uncaged animal.
No lie, he's wild in there.